We have the village idiot. Absolutely damn worthless. Absolutely worthless. No purpose at all.
Pasta failure.
Yes, pasta and failure. No purpose whatsoever. Now, the worst part is that this is usually either the main character or the hero, which is horrible. I mean, think of the implications of having someone so stupid running everything.
They grow as a character on the series, don't they?
That's very effective.
Pasta!
No, if they're the hero and they're the idiot, they're normally the idiot at the beginning of the series, and then they grow. Like Naruto got smarter throughout the series.
Kind of.
Yeah, instead of busting at people.
Part of idiocy that never leaves.
Exactly. There's a part of that immature male idiocy that will truly never vanish. And
First episode of Shippuden,
first episode of Shippuden.
when he comes back to this village and does that.
Luffy. Characters along those lines. They usually are painfully stupid. And I'm talking like Italy level of retarded stupid. Just like can't even utter proper sentences stupid. But they do serve a purpose. And unfortunately, through most series, you need to keep an eye on these characters. Because they do end up playing a huge role. So if we're going to look at Italia, doesn't Italy's history end up being very, very important? Isn't he also the namesake country of the series? Coming from Italia Fangirl, what does the series title mean? Hetare meaning useless, Italia is from Italy. Very good. Useless Italy. Mostly due to part of World War II, because he was there as a parking lot to Germany. That's true, so was Greece also. But we're not going to talk about that, because this is not history class. So, keep an eye on those stupid characters. It's difficult, don't get me wrong. It was painful watching Italy bounce around through Italia. It was really, really painful.
Was Goku an idiot character?
Yes! You had to ask that question?
He was nowhere near as bad as Vegeta.
Hey, Vegeta tried, though.
But
Vegeta tried.
Goku, I don't know, he acted stupid when he fought, like he was like pretty intelligent.
Yeah, but that's any character, really. When, I mean, shit hits the fan, they usually are able to pull themselves together. Beat that.
Well, because when I hated Vegeta, though, he was just like, alright, I'll let you power up some more, and I'll come back to fight you.
Well, but that was his ego. That wasn't lack of intelligence. That was his own cockiness, because he was convinced at any level he could defeat someone. So that wasn't lack of intelligence. That was his own personal character flaw of being overly confident.
Isn't Vegeta the B?
Princess Sans, yeah.
The B, no,
He's a B. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's weird with his hair.
Yes. That is something else about Bishi status. Fangirls seem to fangirl over the strangest of characters. So what I might consider Bishi and what, I don't know, any one of you else might consider Bishi are entirely different.
I thought Chad was Bishi.
Who?
Chad. Beach.
Oh.
Not really.
No. He's useful.
It was entirely useless most of the time.
I just want to know why there's a Mexican black guy in Japan. That was my curiosity.
That was their Mexico.
That obviously that was my curiosity is where this random black dude who apparently was Mexican. The only dude who said abuelo like once. No, but we knew he was Mexican. He said abuelo like one time. Just saying, pretty useless crap. So keep an eye on the idiot. They usually do serve some kind of master purpose to the series. It's ghastly, don't get me wrong. Well, and again, like, think of Inuyasha. He's painfully stupid in comparison.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. It's okay. We're doing really, really well on time. We're blowing through this because there's some more serious stuff outside of the PowerPoint that needs to be discussed. The pervert.
Yes.
We have the pervert. Now, the pervert's usually there for comic relief. But usually, unfortunately, watch this as any pervert in any series. They usually have the most fucked up past ever. Watch this. And this is a key thing to any male role, is watch this. They usually have the most tragic and sad backstory of all time. And there's a reason for that. They say that it's like, oh, when you have a past this tragic, that you eventually grow into being, you know, a more optimistic individual. I think that's hogwash. I mean, how else do you care? It's like Yugyetti and stuff like that. But the pervert's important because he typically is a very key player. Now, he's typically also very aggravating. Now, any fangirl who went through Inuyasha knows how quickly Moroku's perving got annoying. It went from cute to endearing to funny to just stop. Please, just stop. And especially, what is interesting is that most men, when they watch a series, align with the pervert first. Is that they will find some connection with that character first before they align with the hero or before they align with the villain. But I think it's quite funny. Ask any of your guy friends. Go like a popular series. So the pervert's also going to align with the charmer, the womanizer. Ask any of your guy friends about One Piece. I guarantee you'll either say they attach to Zolo, Sanji, or Luffy. Not just those are the mains, because they're friggin' crazy. Talk to your guy friends. Guys, I'd love to hear from you, because unfortunately I am not endowed with that, and I don't know what you're
But that aligns with Nami first.
Well, you're a special category. I'm just saying, yeah?
Yeah, Sanji, right. Sanji
So,
was awesome.
yeah. And strangely enough, when girls vote on who they like more, it's usually the perverts, the villain, and then the hero. So fangirls, who at least at one point in time had a little fangirl crush on Moroku. Oh, come on, Amber.
I always had a soft spot for Inuyasha.
Oh, I had no soft spot for him. He's a good guy in a ditch somewhere. I should show him forever. Just saying. So, keep an eye on these characters. They usually are remarkably important. Other examples are far, far too numerous. Watch any shoujo, there's going to be at least one guy after someone fast.
Tristan, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes!
Oh, what's his name? Kyrie from
Yes.
Rock from Pokemon.
Womanizer, yes. Very good. Just for womanizer. Creepy womanizer. Very, very scary.
Weird
Very
eyes.
scary.
He had no eyes.
No, he has eyes.
He had
He has eyes. We get to see them.
I never.
We get to see them.
Oh,
I know, but they open- But they open really big, bro.
eyes.
So, the point flies away.
Kashi.
Yes. Jiraiya. Hey, book of porn. Don't judge him. So, be careful with these characters. They are usually after you. Watch yourself. The Godmon! They know everything! Somehow! They always know everything! And we don't know how they know everything! And you do! And you don't question! But yet, I'll never forget going through Bleach, and somehow everything was Urahara's fault. And somehow he's always the only person who can fix everything.
And he called, it's like
He just pops out of nowhere. Oh, hi, guys! Where were you 100 episodes ago when Aizen was destroying these? Where were you? This is really all your fault. Why weren't you fixing any of this? This is the most aggravating character of a male role that I know.
And also, Shanks from One Piece could just fight anybody with one arm and win.
God. The God mod especially is a more intellectual thing. So think of Fangirl's Goku. How is that Goku always seem to have a one-up no matter what?
Because he was awesome.
Can we accept that answer?
You mean Yu-Gi-Oh?
Anyone who watched Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh,
Remember how Yugi and/or Yami somehow always managed to win? The heart of the cards was always with them?
Oh yeah, also Leia always won every...
Well, because she was a girl, and if she started losing, no one would like it anymore.
Yeah,
It's
always,
an
like, she's like,
equal-
I'm going to play
Yeah,
now.
it's an equal rights thing. But think, notice how Yami and/or Yugi always trust in the heart of the cards, and the heart of the cards somehow always manage to draw them. Oh, look, the head of Exodia, how convenient.
How does that happen to be the next card?
Oh, I'm having the next two. I'm 3 cards away from drawing my deck. Oh, how lucky! The head of Exodia, I win. Now, the God mod, unfortunately, is really the only person there that is actually keeping the series going, despite what the hero thinks. So let's look at Bleach. Who thinks that Ichigo is the one running this show? Ichigo thinks Ichigo is running this show. Anyone who disagrees?
He's like, oh, we're going to do this. And he's like, yeah.
Anyone who actually knows who's running this show? Now, who's actually running this show? Very good. Not even head catching Yamamoto's running this shit. Urahara is, and everyone knows it. So, be very, very careful. As aggravating as the God mod might be, he's important. Keep an eye on it. And they're usually very, very funny. And aggravating. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'll never forget going through Bleach, and somehow Urahara always popped up, always knew the answer, was always on top of things. It was like, really? Everything is your fault. Everything. Everything in this entire damn series is your fault. Why do you suddenly know the answer to everything? How convenient of you, Urahara. Really? Where were you like 5 episodes ago?
But isn't Ichigo kind of almost fallen, because he like always had the ability to...
Yes. Consider Ichigo and how weak he really is when you start comparing him to, I don't even know, like, lieutenants.
He like falls into like 3 categories here.
Yes, but because the way Bleach is written and the way it was rewritten, remember what I said? Kubo had every intention of dropping Ichigo as the main character. Exactly. He had every intention of dropping Ichigo as that main, and Uri was going to step into that role. So, to reestablish that dominant role, Ichigo had to be a God mod. He had to suddenly know everything. Because otherwise, isn't Ichigo like the most worthless main male character ever? He loses almost all the time. He is pretty much worthless without his friends. And then consider that he really isn't into the whole history of what's going on. And then when you start sizing up in comparison, I don't know, like Byakuya, Hitsugaya, you start comparing to these captains, or even let's take it slow. Let's compare him to like Hisagi or Izuru. Let's compare him to the lieutenants. He's nowhere on that level.
But yeah, he beats them all the time.
Oh, it helps.
It's never him by himself. Something always
Or it's always
happens.
like he has to, go somewhere, or the enemy has to
He
go off.
beats Kenpachi.
No.
No.
No, he didn't.
No.
That was just like
They
Kenpachi.
pretty much let him.
He was like, okay, I'll see you again some other time.
Yeah, and that's another psychological thing. Kenpachi wants the fight. He's never going to lose because, well, he can't, firstly. Secondly, he's more interested in the actual battle.
Yeah.
Now, did Ichigo accomplish his goal and get Kenpachi to move out of the way? Sure. Did he beat Kenpachi? Oh, fuck no. No one's beaten Kenpachi. No one. So, that's sort of that's actually a horrible example, because, did he get Kenpachi to move? Sure. Did he beat Kenpachi?
He beat Renji, though.
Well, Renji's sort of a fluke. No one really knows.
Didn't he beat Yakuya?
Yes.
Yeah, walked away. They probably
Anywho, I'm gonna let you keep rationalizing that Ichigo doesn't suck. I'm gonna be slayed on YouTube, aren't
I like
I?
his hair, though.
Oh, this is going on YouTube tonight, just to let you know.
I'm gonna die. Yeah. Anyways, bye guys. Our last character, the comic relief.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so the comic relief is like a branch off to the idiot. They actually typically are a little more intelligent. No Tanatsu is actually quite smart. He doesn't give a fuck, and he can't do anything. It's pretty useless.
Yes, he can. He can heal with kind of his blade.
Yeah, he's a paladin. Protect the paladin.
That's entirely ability.
Okay, so remember the whole little lovely part where Byakuya goes to rescue oh god. He goes to rescue Rukia from Anegeto's battle, and then with Gamari, I can't run as fast as you, I can't get SpongeBob, oh god, you're bleeding! And you just sit there and you cringe at your television because you don't understand why you exist outside of breaking up the action. Outside of breaking up the action and occasionally being funny and occasionally questioning, are you really a boy or not? Because Ichigo is still quite convinced this is a girl. He's still very convinced that there is no way this is a guy. He has a girl's name and everything. So, they're usually cute, so it's okay. Like, think of Shippo.
I know. He doesn't do anything with
You can't, oh wow, he loves mushrooms in the ground. This suddenly is a convenient plot device. Yay!
Also, you got Usopp from One Piece.
Usopp was definitely the comic relief, but at least Usopp tried.
Yeah, he tried.
I mean, comic relief is like not intimidating, like blades are dropped up by. So we're talking like borderline, like Northern Italy level of surrendering everything. Borderline. No. Yeah. The comic relief, though, also does typically have some obscure knowledge of everything. So note, it's not so suddenly, oh, well,